My husband surprised his son by taking him to the prom.
Don't mess up that makeup, gather. Look down, let him cry. Oh, he's crying. Oh my God. Oh, you made him cry. Wait, let's let him fall on the floor. Let him fall. Let him fall on the floor. Oh, poor baby. Oh. Hold on. Get some off, honey. Get it off. Yes. Look up. Oh, Mello's crying.
So how do you feel after watching that? We got to stop supporting the fruit. That don't make no sense.
Bruh.
This nigga got a bob. He like Mojo Jojo. That's the crazy part about it. Like, for us to be out here and just act like this shit is normal, and you hear all the women in the background supporting this, and supposedly the mother and the stepmother punked the daddy into taking their son to what I said when the information started coming out. I said it looks how the son reacted and how the father's face looked. It looked as if they got into it maybe.
It's definitely forced, yeah.
Yeah, and it's forced. And you can even tell how he acted, even his arm there, trying to, just keep his composure. Because I would be like, we always say this. It's one thing to be gay. It's another one to be a flamer.
Again, I had no problem with your sexual orientation. My thing is what we've seen and what's been normalized in the Black community when it comes to, LGBTQIA, whatever. Personality and behavior patterns is not intertwined with your sexual orientation. So if you like a certain whatever, your behavior and personality and whatever, it normally they don't coincide with one another. You see what I'm saying? So you look at what we see with this video. It's more of a cry of attention, and I also paid attention to the background. Mm-hmm. You see these type of fiascos, they're mostly in affluent areas. You ain't really never seen the hood baby going to the prom or the project baby coming out and displaying this type of behavior. It's always usually it's a privileged situation. It's more affluent because they have the luxury to be this way. And a lot of the times when you see, I say a son or whatever, it's a cry for attention. It's not so much I want to express that my orientation is this. If that was the case, you would already have your mate or whatever, or you be like, hey, this my dude or this my person, whatever. It don't have to be all these cameras where you got nothing but women. Everybody got their camera out, applauding, cheering it on. But this is why I find the contradiction and the hypocrisy in the Black community when it comes to the women. The same women that's applauding this and celebrating this and standing behind this would call a straight heterosexual man gay. Yeah, if they disagree with him, or if they find what he's saying or stands for contradictory to what they believe. So how can you be a part of it and celebrating as a term of endearment, but then when you don't like this guy, you use it as a derogatory term? Right. So how you celebrating and clapping, but this the first time you call me if I say something you don't like?
Because even if you know that he's gay, right? If a woman got into it with him, that's the first thing they're gonna attack is his sexuality. Because we know deep down inside this is not normal. Even though they're trying to make this the new normal, this is not normal. This is not cool. And like I said, we keep on trying to celebrate mental illness, and I keep saying this: make straight Jack is great again. And it don't make no sense. It made no sense for this nigga to what you say he had on
a droop.
A droop. It don't make a sense for a nigga to have on a droop.
That's a dress in a suit. It's a dress in a suit.
A droop with a train like he about to go get married with nails, and this nigga got a bob, and I was like, bro, what we got going on here? This don't make no sense, and I just be feeling like, when does it stop?
And I was reading some, I can't think it's a book, but they talk about like micro It's like Mike. They was talking about micro cheating, things that you do on a microscopic level that speaks to something that you may do or are doing on a broad level. Let's say like cheating. They say if you're cheating, most of the time the person that is cheating gonna accuse you or say you doing this when it's really them doing it. So it's microscopic things and behaviors that expose a greater thing. And what I want to point out in this video that we just watched, the conviction and confidence behind the women saying how beautiful he look. You messed up your makeup. Oh, he happy. And when you hear the confidence and conviction and the celebration as if they're in the right, it shows you how far apart from reality that we are and how rooted in delusion. You can't talk women out of this. You can't talk. And when you hear that and see that level of confidence and such deviancy, let's take deviancy out of it. Just a cry for attention.
You think that's what it is?
Definitely. Because everybody get attention. The person that's posting it get the attention. Who related? That's my nephew. That's my cousin. That's my best friend. That's my godson. So I get some attention extended off you.
And it's sad because I just posted on Facebook. I still see y'all posting y'all have y'all daughters out here half naked for Sweet 16 photos and being in lingerie for prom and shit like that. And y'all posting this up talking about, I just seen a video of somebody that I know posting their daughter talking about, yeah, she gonna be hell on them, and these hoes gonna be hey, like it's like a, you know how they make the pictures, but then it got the person talking in the background. It's like one of those templates, and it's a whole bunch of women that I seen posting their daughters talking about, yeah, she gonna be bad. They did up looking like grown women. I'm like, these 16-year-old little girls, and y'all putting them out here for likes, clicks, and posts, and trying to act like y'all created this quote unquote bad bitch, but this your daughter. Y'all pimping them out, and so just like you talking about, they doing it for attention. You just pimping out this boy doing all this because it don't make no sense for this to be cruel. It's doing what it's supposed to do. It's all over the internet. But like I said, you making a spectacle out of this boy. The other thing about it, what if, let's say he think he gay today? What if he come back tomorrow and say, you know what? I was tripping. I ain't gay. I want to be a man. Now, it's going to be hard for you to date a woman and you got this out there because most women don't want no man that has a homosexual background.
And then also when people keep speaking to the parents, putting their daughters out, and like I said, now putting their son out in this fashion, the internet is full of predators. So when you put a child out, and that's why, like I said, you know, you can put your kids out, accomplishments, stuff like this here and there, but it's a way you put your children on the internet, and it's a way you don't put them on the internet. You open your child up to being a victim because now I know the name, I know the area. It's nothing for me to wiggle in and just prey on this child because it's a minor. Even from the young daughters where you got them looking like they 23, 25 when they 16, 17, it's definitely, I'm trying to live vicariously through my child because I'm going to get the attention as the mama posting it or the auntie. And you hear the confidence in what we doing. How you can't combat that.
That's what I'm saying, like to just act like this is normal fucking behavior. And like I said, that, and I say this, I've been saying this a lot. This is my new saying: the serpent skipped the man. The serpent skipped the man. And I asked, why do y'all pastors do the same thing? When you look at out in church, it ain't nothing but the pastor and a whole bunch of women. They skip the man. They don't talk to the man, but the man is how women actually are supposed to talk to the man, and the man is supposed to talk to God. And so when we have these conversations, you understand why they attack or target women when it comes to a lot of the degeneracy that go on, like the white liberal woman and all of the gay stuff that they want to have out here, all the trans stuff they want to have. I just posted a video on TikTok. The trans woman said, how about we alienate cis women from trans spaces? What? What? And I was like, I can't believe this is a real thing. And I was like, or maybe you just don't go well the natural born women are. Maybe you just go to a trans space and you stay out of where the natural born women are, because let's be real, most people look at y'all as loony. Like y'all want, it's crazy because in society, we have a small group of people that want to make a large group of people feel comfortable with their bullshit. And that's not how society works. The masses is supposed to dictate what goes on in society. But we have this small group of people that if you say something, you can get banned, you can get counseled. We had a time where, it was dead naming. If I say something about call you your old name, I get kicked off Twitter or Instagram or Facebook. Or if I misgender you, What is it's not misgender you if you was born with a penis and I call you a man.
That's why I say we pick up these things that hit the timeline or hit the political and media spaces, and we just think we can say, you know what, nah, y'all keep that. Like, cause now, and not to get off on a tangent, like with the I think it was something going on with the Black Lives Matter statue, they were moving them, and people was coming out saying, hey, we don't care about you doing that. It wasn't significant to us anyway. But they was trying to do with the trigger a reaction out of us. But we didn't give it to them. So now they're gonna go on to the next. So when they come out with these agendas, we don't have to accept. We can say, you know what? Nah, that's not what we stand for. That's not what we believe in. To your point, we gonna dictate our value system and what we like in America and the West. These are the only places where you can create your own world within another world. What's a trans space, cisgender, all these terms and
I think it got bigger when people start saying, "Find your tribe."
Yeah,
you gotta think about it, and I agree with that to a certain extent. But now we got so many places and so much underworld bullshit activity now that the underworld or the like homosexuality, they say keep it in the closet. All the stuff is out in the open. Ain't no keep it in the closet. Ain't no, hey, we can't do this. Hey, it ain't no, hey, we got to go to this particular spot or this particular time or this particular, place to actually show what we want. Like, even just think about like the drag world, how the drag world has become popular and they got drag shows. That was some underworld stuff where, you had to go to a certain club, knock on the door 3 times and give a code and like, you know what I'm saying? So now we have a lot of this underworld activity that we see out in the open, to where we got young boys that look like this with a truth on, acting like he about to go get married and shit. Like, it is crazy. And like I said, as a father, this is how you know that the father week as well, because if you are a Muslim man, they don't play that in Muslim culture. They go back to the stuff when I was seeing them protesting on campuses. Gays for Palestine. I bet you can't go over there to Palestine and say I'm gay and I'm protesting for you. They'll kill you. But it's like you said, that's the delusion that we have in America, where you can go and just say and do wild shit because you ain't got to worry about the social backlash. Because over there in like Muslim countries, whatever they believe religiously, they practice out in public too. In America, you could say I'm a Christian, but then show your Buddha hole on the internet and nobody, hey, God know my heart. Well, guess what? The first time people say God know my heart, but you say you're a Christian, but your Buddha hole out here on the internet too.
You ain't practicing what you preach.
You ain't practicing what you preach.
I mean, I get it, but people just like to use these trends for exposure. Yeah, and they try to parlay it into a financial opportunity. Well, now he may get some interviews. Now, this boy, you won't be surprised you see him on The View or one of these shows. Hey, this the boy that went viral. They want to talk to him now. Now he got his own platform.
Well, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Just think about like how they doing NLE Chopper now.
Yeah, like come on, dog.
NLE Chopper. Now he's not gay, but he's gay adjacent. And I seen him with what's that trans, the big dude, but he T.S. Madison, and he had these little events, and then she like giving him congratulations. It's hard for a straight man to come out and support us, and be confident in your sexuality. And why do I have to be confident in my sexuality to support what you're doing? I could be confident in my sexuality and really dislike what y'all got going on because I think y'all need to be in straitjacket. Yeah. And it's crazy that we say stuff like this because a lot of y'all would literally be in insane asylums in a padded room, screaming 24 hours a day when nobody could hear you. And the only interaction you would get is a nigga sliding a plate under your door with some pills on it. So, like I said, what we talking about now is, it is crazy to see that us as black people morally are bankrupt now.
You know what we need to do so the people can actually see, and we'll come back and check some of the comments. Let's look at some of them comments under this video. We're gonna show y'all some comments on what people are saying. Like, it's ridiculous.
Okay.
He living in his truth. This is beautiful. The creativity. Oh my God. Like what?
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Like, come on, man.
You can't make this up. Like again, and it's gonna be the same women that's calling this beautiful, saluting it. The moment you say something that they disagree with, they're gonna call you this same thing that they're praising.
Right.
It's hypocrisy.
I agree. I think it's a big hypocrisy that goes on in our community. But at the same time, that's one of the reasons why women aren't supposed to lead.
I agree.
Our community. This is a prime example because, like I said, y'all say y'all don't want gay men, and then you got to think about this: only 1 in 4 black women will get married, and then y'all out here supporting a whole lot of homosexuality, homosexual activities. You don't think that homosexual activity gonna spill over into the pool that you're trying to date them in?
In the event that some other boys see that this is okay and they come out in mass, and then you'll have a complaint. Well, now you saying we may do a show on where the women are saying, well, where all the men at? When you supporting this behavior,
right?
And the men say, well, okay, it's okay for me to be this way because this give me respect. It give me the admiration that you get into this. I'd rather behave on that level because me being a straight heterosexual man ain't enough for you. But if I put on a dress and makeup, you're gonna praise me, you're gonna be in my comments, you're gonna give me all this respect. So a young juvenile, immature mind to say, well, it make more sense at this level to go that way.
Right. And let's keep it a bucket. We've heard this before from gay men. They get a lot of pussy too, though.
Thanks.
They be at the galentimes or the pajama parties and be around their homegirls slapping on their ass, and then he be in his lingerie, his dick will slip out and be like, "Oh, girl, y'all seen that?" And they find out that he worked with some, and they be like, "Oh yeah, I'm a fuck little Ray tonight."
And it's gonna stay right here. This our little secret.
This is gonna be our little secret. Right. And then Lil Ray gonna beat it out the box because he don't really like women no way. So he ain't gonna be infatuated or be so happy that he get vagina. He just using you as a masturbation tool at this point. Or you call, like I heard so many gay men talk about, a lot of women be trying to turn them back straight or whatever. Like what? And y'all have seen the rise of so many women talk about, I'm okay with my boyfriend bisexual. You been seeing it a lot lately. It's because y'all know that the pool is slim pickings out there, and I'm starting to see a lot more women. Black women with a natural hair too.
Yeah.
The reason being, y'all know the black man is the only man that's out here that's willing to still take y'all home. You got to understand, y'all can talk about all this swirling, they not y'all race. The reason that a lot of women ain't able to date out.
Let's live down. He's on them comments. What Brad say on there?
Let's see what Brad said.
I can't see shit.
Brad said the degenerates back in the days used to have some kind of decency and did their bidding outside of normal society. I agree.
Yeah. What's trying to say? I don't want what?
I don't want any man with gay tendencies.
Shout out to you.
What slipped out?
that Peter Walker.
That Peter Walker.
What Jay said?
Said, lift your mic up. I really think we'll be able to hear you better. Y'all can't hear me out there?
I can hear you on my side, but yeah. You good.
So.
But it's just a hypocrisy. And like I said, you get the confidence and the veracity in which they speaking behind this. And in a few years,
how many women you think you hear in that background?
About 10, at least 10.
About 10.
Yeah. It's probably 2 dudes.
Yeah.
And 10 plus women.
That shit crazy.
Ages ranging from 60 to 15. Young old supporting
I still remember when my grandmama used to sit on the porch and talk and say the most craziest shit. Like, people be thinking I say crazy shit. My grandma used to be like, look at that bull dagger, right? Like, they used to just say what they thought. Yeah. And that was a time where women still had their men in the house. So the conversations that they would have would be a lot of the conversations that their husbands would bring back to the house and have with them, because they had these conversations in group. My granddad used to go to the shot house a lot. And drink, and they used to sit around and talk about stuff that would go on in society and bring it back to, my grandma had these pillow talk conversations. And then my grandma would be out there on the porch saying the same thing. And it's like, where that happened, when that went. Now we see, I keep saying it, who's the mother, who's the daughter on TikTok, who danced the better, who looked the youngest, who the finest. Like what? Why y'all competing with your daughter so hard?
Attention has went up. I think attention is the most valuable commodity. I think attention is the most valuable asset at this point in time for a lot of people, men and women. Is I do or say anything. Like I'm gonna tell you how deficient and how crazy we are in the black community. To where our marketing, the marketing strategies that attract us and appeal to us are rooted in beef and drama and negativity.
Yep.
I gotta start some beef. If we start some beef, act like we hate something, tear something down. That's like I said, Ashanti and J.E. they did the show last night about the black business. We was gonna touch on that. We may get into that later because I'm sure we're gonna see some other black businesses getting the same criticism or ridicule. These businesses that get this negative press, they still flourish. And a lot of times they flourish more with the negative press versus me with my services. I want 5 stars across the board. I said, man, I need to probably fuck some people flyers up.
Yeah.
To get bigger so they can go on internet and blast me and say, look what he did.
Yeah.
And then my other people can come back and say, nah, he do me right every time. And we would say, well, I'm gonna start rocking with him. Our mindsets and our development is so crazy where negativity, drama, and fighting are the go-to marketing strategies. You look at Aaron the plumber. I done seen so many people start fake beef with this dude within a week. You done beef with Mac 100, Whack 100. You done got into it with recently Marquette. And I rock with Marquette, the Saint Center. You got all these guys, and they use him as a marketing ploy. Act like we about to fight, act like we about to be in and get thousands of views. But if we come on a positive tip, it's not gonna do as good. It is insane that negativity is the go-to marketing strategy for us to support something.
Have you ever heard of the cockroach in the salad theory?
No.
Well, basically, it's like you have this beautiful salad and you want to eat it, but then you see a cockroach in it.
Yeah.
No matter how big the fucking salad is and how beautiful salad is, you're gonna focus on this little bitty roach that fucked the salad up.
Yeah.
And that's basically what it is. Like we got so much beautiful shit in our community.
Yeah.
But we just always focus on the cockroach.
Our diets and a lot of other things, I think, trigger and fuel what we respond to and how we respond to. You look at our diets and look at what we consume. You look at the diet and the content consumption, it's damn near the same.
Yeah.
No nutritional value for the mental, the spiritual, or for the physical. You still got these baddie tribes. They just took this baddies of Memphis, baddies of Beham, and all of this fighting. You ain't seen one of these shows with baddies in the title without no fight scenes.
Yeah.
That's ignorant.
Everything gotta have some fight scene, or just like Drewski show, even though it was supposed to be comedy, the way the girls got to be on there fighting and acting and outrageous and stuff, like it was really one of the worst representation of women I've seen.
I seen a video of the old lady on there. This lady got to be like 55. This lady got to be pushing mid 55, 60 years old, fighting on one of these shows.
The old one that was on there.
This motherfucker on here fighting.
Yeah, that's
crazy, man.
Like I said, we don't have no like men do. We still get elders, but women, there's no elders because they trying to compete. They fucked the game up when they said 40 was the new 30.
Oh yeah.
When they said that, it was downhill from that point on.
I can stretch out my youth for go. Now I'm a cougar. Now I'm auntie.
Yeah.
Now I got a YN.
I'm a glam mom.
Yeah,
fuck is that?
Glam mom. Let me get out of here.
Bitch, your ass got them green veins popping out your legs. Shut the fuck up. Thin ass skin, shaking cellulite on TikTok. Talking about you fine.
We gonna come. Like I said, we'll pin this one for the droop. We got some other content we about to get into that's just as interesting. We'll get back into some of these comments. What you want to go with the late?
We go with the twerking.
Let's go with the twerking.
So y'all let us know how y'all feel about this video right here. Here we go. So as y'all seen right there, they trying to teach this young girl how to clap her ass, and the little girl trying to figure out what's going on. And this is, like I said, people post this type of stuff on the internet, and nobody should have. Everybody in the comment section should have been like, "Y'all are some creeps. Y'all are predators. Y'all are purrs." But everybody's smiling faces, joking. She trying to figure out what's going on. Like she trying to figure out what's going on because she don't supposed to be saying this. Why y'all ain't teaching her right? Police, like
Facts.
why y'all ain't teaching her how to read? Why y'all never post y'all kids reading a book? Y'all don't even like. It was a point in time where you got, and we talk about the cockroach in the salad shit, right? So it was a time where people would post graduation videos.
Yeah.
But why they went viral? Because the speaker would be on there and say, "Hey, hold your applauses to the end of the what you call it." And then they'll still be, "Oh, they got my baby." And then the little boy go across the stage and do flips, or they'll show when the little girl with an attitude didn't like the principal or the teacher. When the teacher tried to shake the girl's hand, she walked past and don't shake the teacher hand. Like look, like even the stuff that's supposed to be celebrated about the good shit.
Yeah.
Only thing that gets highlighted is the bullshit, even in those celebratory moments.
Yep.
And that's crazy that we see stuff like that. You graduate, it's supposed to be because you're smart, you're intelligent. No, we on here because little Ray doing backflips and she got an attitude. Like the one girl took her wig off with her blue hair because they told her that you couldn't have colored hair walking across the graduation stage. Got her diploma, took the wig off. You seen that?
I didn't see that. But
It was last year. She took the wig off, had green hair under the wig.
Defiance, like I said, it's a rebellious spirit that we got. We looking for any opportunity to go against the grain, because it's with women. It's like this. I gotta flex this newfound liberation I got.
Right.
This newfound empowerment, this woman's empowerment stuff. But with this, if it was a man on here doing the helicopter with his Johnson, CPS would be called.
Yeah.
And in this case, they just let this go on.
Or just think about the dude last year. Oh, it might have been top of this year. He was laying in the bed with his children, with his shirt, just an innocent photo.
I think I seen that. Yeah,
remember they called CPS on him.
Yeah.
Trying to act like it was some perverted shit, but men always walk around with their shirt off. Everybody know their daddy walk around with their shirt off, and it gets to the point where they had on TikTok 2 years ago, "Are you a naked mom? Are you a naked mom?" And so I'm a naked mom. So you mean tell me y'all telling us y'all to be naked in front of y'all children?
I'm glad you made that point. I see, like I said, with these videos, I done seen a lot of videos where is women, I guess, bringing forth their testimony, whether it's dating, single. I'm being single is hard, and you got the women coming in the comments, and everybody always got an echo story. "Girl, you talking about me?
Right?
Me too, girl. Yes, I just went through that. I'm currently going through that right now." So no matter what scenario it is, you got a batch of women that's gonna find it and identify and try, because I want to be a part of what you're talking about.
That, and then it's crazy that y'all are okay with identifying with degeneracy, and then like I said, y'all expose more to shit we just think is a one-off or a spin-off. No, this is cultural. This is a real thing that goes on, and y'all are opening our eyes and opening the windows into what goes on in a lot of y'all households. That's why when we had these conversations, like I posted on TikTok about the women predators. You seen a woman that let the students gangbang her with screen mask on.
Yeah.
And in my comment section, I got about 5 or 6 guys. Hey, what a fine ass teachers like this was when I was in school.
They looking for that, yeah.
And I'm like, bro, y'all are the reason. Y'all 1 minute y'all talk about the discrepancy or the inconsistencies of law and how women get slapped on the wrist for doing the same thing, but at the same breath, talking about y'all wish I had a fine teacher to do this to y'all. I said the reason that you didn't have fine teachers when we grew up is because they typically wanted to hire older women for instances like this. You got to think about a 22-year-old girl that just graduated college ain't too far removed from an 18-year-old boy in high school.
Especially in some of these schools where the athletics are A1,
right.
These students 19 playing high school basketball,
right?
18 playing high school sports. You quote unquote you legal at this point.
Yeah. But even though you're not supposed to be sleeping with the student, you legal there, but you still go to jail because it's a student. You get what I'm saying? And so, like, we see us seeing that, y'all can't have it on one end or the other. And like I said, as men, we got to say, hey, this ain't cool. I don't want my children, what I know now, and as a father of 2 boys, I don't want my kids to date until they get 18. Because I know it's a lot of young girls y'all gonna encounter. Y'all ain't gonna know what's going on with them, they background. Y'all ain't gonna understand because y'all gonna live a different life. Like even me, it was a shock to me to understand that it was women out here that had stepfathers that was, raping their daughters. And I'm trying to date these young ladies. And I can remember a story, just a quick story. I can remember dating a girl, liked her a lot, beautiful woman, kissed her a certain type of way. She said, "No, don't kiss me like that. It just triggers me." And I didn't know what triggers or none of this type of stuff, but she just ran off. Man. After the bus stop, I kissed her. It was just like she just tried to pick me, but I ended up tongue kissing her. She's like, "Don't kiss me like that," and just ran off. And I'm like, "What's going on?" 2 days later, I found out stepdad was raping her.
Like I said, these experiences, like I said, with the teacher and the student, it's a dual fetish. You got some boys that want the, I want to teach because I got the cougar fetish, and then you got the teacher that say I want the younger guy fetish. You see what I'm saying? It's just it's crazy, but a lot of these experiences and relationships and encounters, a lot of women find themselves in, and boys that they get it. A 16-year-old boy that's dealing with a teacher or has dealt with grown women, he's not going to be calibrated like all other 16-year-old boys.
He ruined at this point.
He done because now if I'm 15, 16, I got a 23-year-old buying me guns, giving me money, doing this for me. I'm about to run circles around chicks my age. Yep. They can't do nothing with me at this point.
That and just think about the chasing of a nut.
Yeah,
because now she done probably did something to him sexually.
He gotta have that.
Yeah, most 16-year-old girls ain't gonna know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I say this a lot. And that's one of the reasons I say I don't want my children today until they at least get out of high school, because I could just think about my sexual experience in high school. They weren't. It might have been one that might have been 5, but for the most part, they didn't know what they was doing.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? So just even thinking about that, you 16 dealing with another 16-year-old girl after you done been with 20-some-year-old woman, 30-some-year-old woman, that you ain't ready to know with that. And so, like I said, even watching this video of them showing the twerk, that's them twerking in front of this little girl like that, and they both these grown women just laughing, thinking this shit is cute, goes back to even what we talk about with that gay man. Y'all in the back hyping it up. Women is in the back hyping this degenerate shit up.
On both ends, with the girl and the boy.
With the boy.
And now, because women are calibrated socially way different than boys. So a 13-year-old girl on average is way far advanced than a 13-year-old boy. Yeah. I done heard too. This dude 18 tried to talk to me, 17-year-old. These girls 13, but they are fully developed because they eat Popeyes, churches. They filling out at an early age. And once the woman start getting that sexual attention, that's what she's going to focus on. She's not going to be able to sit in school and really focus on scholarship when you got men promising her the shit she got to work for, or was told or taught she got to work for. This man saying, "I got it for you right here as long as you bust it open." That cut the work out. And you look at all the platforms that we see where it's talk about dating. Most of the time I see these dating platforms and they telling people how to get this. It's a shortcut. It's always women trying to give a cheat code. Well, you got to do this. You got to go here. Well, I want a dude that make this. I want a dude that do this. But it's a cheat code to it. It's never, well, baby, you need to find you a dude early, stay down with them, help build them up, add value to them, be something good to him so he can be motivated to be that. Versus, you know what? I just want to wake up and run into a millionaire. But I gotta go to the Ritz Carlton and sit at the bar, but sit on the left corner and wear off the shoulder dress. Order a French 75 and hold it with your left hand. All these cheap tactics to get something of such a high value. You think you finna get it with these bullshit cheating, with these bullshit tactics.
Trying to cut corners.
Cutting corners, and you cut the corners off a square, you end up running in a circle.
Right. And that's the issue that I think a lot of women think. You got to understand this, and I don't know if women really grasp this. I've never heard a woman say her coochie was bad.
They don't believe they got bad.
And it's crazy. I've never heard a woman who said they got good coochie, but men know where they stack up when they come to that Peter Walker, right? And the reason I say that, I just think about Kevin Samuels having a conversation with that guy. He was like, "Well, at least do you have a big Johnson?" And the dude was like, "Well, it's average." And then, a lot of people was upset about the conversation, but it's kind of like a real conversation, because if you ain't got no job, you ain't got no money, you ain't got no ambition, at least we know niggas that was bummed that, if you got big. We hear a lot of people baby daddy stories.
Yeah,
the sex was good. He
Yeah.
was a couch surfer. He wanted to plug his Xbox up, but the sex was good. He had a big Johnson. So we know that if you got you got to have something.
Mhm.
Where when we have these conversations about women, all women think they pussy good.
Mhm.
All of them, you just never hear. And it's like all y'all are going out here with the same vagina, the same moves, and the same idea. So much so that now we see these videos of these classes. You seen them classes when they're trying to have all the women trying to show them how to ride people.
Yeah. Sex ed, not sex
Right.
ed, but yeah.
Basically, that's basically kind of
that's
what it is. And
Yeah.
so now I think so many women are understanding, hey, I can't ride Peter Walker like I thought, like a girl. Like I would talk about, I watched one of the videos and the lady had did like just a little simple little